What a wonderful joy to be with you all. How are you all?
Hello, I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, as always.
Mhm.
How may I be to your service today? I know that you have questions for me.
Yes, I do.
Is it true?
Um, yes, it's very true.
All right.
All right, I will get started. Uh,
When?
I think I'll start now.
Yes. Do you know why you say now?
Why do I say now?
Yes.
There's no other
Because
choice.
everything is here and now.
Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes.
Okay,
Indeed.
all right. I have some questions from some people from the Bashar group, and there was a man who he sees things like people are waiting for you to finish your sentence, to just reply back to you with whatever is in their mind. They're not really listening.
Are
And
you
he,
meaning in telepathic way?
I think he just
Telepathy.
means
Yes.
what?
Telepathy. Is that what you're asking?
No, just with conversations with people.
Yes, that is you know in telepathic way. When you are on say wavelength as the other person is, you will have the same thought at the same time, and then you will know what you're gonna say because you're on the same wavelength at the same person.
Hmm, okay. And
This let me explain
he,
for you more in deep understanding here.
what?
When you are in love with someone,
Hmm.
and then you say the same thing at the same time, yes.
Yes.
This can only happen if you're on the same frequency or same wavelength as the other person.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
but more in what you say with listening in a way too. You're listening from your heart chakra, your heart mind. If you pay attention more and more into your heart, let's say for sure that, well, I will start listening from my heart. As you do that, listening from your heart, you'll be able to hear more and more things rather than from your ear, because your ear can only hear something on the surface. But listening from your heart means that you go more deeply within that awareness. So you'll be able to hear more by just listening from your heart.
okay. Thank
Does
you. I
that
think
make sense?
yes. It
So
makes a lot.
having a true balance also with the heart and your mind, your third eye, you will hear very perfectly and you can listening so perfectly.
Okay. That's very, very helpful. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
All right, here's the next question. Is there water on your planet? And
Yes.
if it is, how do the animals and plants use it in the same way as we do on Earth?
Not the same way, because we are now, when you can say, in not really in spirit and not really in physical being as well. We are caused in a sense. By doing so, we not require water at the same way as you do. Our animals don't need water as well as you animal does.
Hmm.
They use it from different purposes. Like you can say to be in the water. Our animals love to be in the water because by being in the water, they're also interacting with all of our animals, including the dolphins in the water. But also, the water on the planet is so what we would say to be really consciousness in a sense. So, just by our animals being in the water and being tuned to water, our animals get so much, you could say, healing from the water.
Oh,
But we don't
but
drink water.
okay.
Animals.
But the animals get healing from the water because it's consciousness. The water is
Yes.
conscious.
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, they also in some way help interacting with dolphins in water too. Our animals is something in higher awareness than your animals are, because they are existing in higher frequency on a world. So they are more consciously aware, so to speak.
Are they quasi-physical?
Yes,
Everything is, even the bugs?
yes, we as a species now are in, we say, to be in the fifth dimension for density,
Uh-huh.
including our planet, our animals. Everything in our reality is quasi-physical.
Wow.
Otherwise, we couldn't really be in contact with animals in a physical way as you do. The reason why you can see your animals in physical form because you are at the same frequency.
Uh-huh.
But also, here one thing too, they can come, go, different species, different animal species, you will see to be alien species on our world, to play with our animals in a way.
Oh, can our animals come there?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
A lot of your animals, including cats, dogs, a lot of animals on your world, do visit our world, interacting with our animals
Mm-hmm.
in a much playful way.
Hmm. Wow. And you, but I always wondered why, I know you don't disrupt your planet, so you all stay on your
No.
ship a lot, right?
Yes, we do live on our ship all the time.
But you go to your planet and you experience it in some way, I guess, telepathically?
Some being on our world does the yes to being upon our planet, yes. Not so many beings, but we also have what we can say to be somewhat we have in orbit on a world. It can be somewhat we can say a craft that people live upon, and sometimes they go and visit, they go landing and speak on the ground, or they beam themselves down, so to speak.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Our planet is just much now a visitation place.
Mm-hmm. But you're still connected to it deeply when you're
Yes,
on your ship.
very much, including all lives on the world, our planet itself,
Hmm.
because everything is consciousness.
Uh-huh. All right, I'm going to ask the next question.
Go ahead.
Okay. This person is going to or considering getting a tattoo of sacred geometry, maybe the flower of life or the seed of life. And
Yes.
he was wondering if having that type of a powerful symbol under your skin affects the body energetically, or is it just simply another permission slip?
Simply a permission slip. You can have whatever tattoo you want to have. If you, let's say you having a tattoo that define life, that give you some way form beneficial purposes. It could be like it give you more energy or more self-esteem. If you believe in this to be so, of course you will get something out of that. It will give you that because you give the permission to get something out of that in a way. So it depends on your state of being that you are, and also in what state you truly want to be.
Okay, so each tattoo is connected to a different state of being,
Yes.
maybe? Mm-hmm.
Only from yourself. You can have the same tattoo as your friends might have, but it can define itself in different ways, mean
Hmm.
different things for you, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Um, okay,
Because it
so
depends only in the state of being that you are in, and also in what state. If you, well, I say this is going to give me more power, this tattoo. I truly believe in to be so. If you put that strong intention in about that way, of course you will get this back.
okay. And sometimes our unconscious beliefs determine how powerful it will be as well, right? Even if we're not
Yes.
aware.
To some degree, yes. But if you are really aware and also in your unconscious mind, you will be so aware in your consciousness. The
Mhm.
reason why you are not have, let's say, in your unconscious mind, is because you have buried a lot of things within that in your unconscious mind that you are afraid to look upon. So a lot of the time, what you might say to be negative things come into your life, the reason why it comes because you're having in your unconscious mind negative things that you're afraid to look upon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reason why you are afraid and why you call it your unconscious mind.
Okay, but there's some
You bury
positive
things
things.
down in that way because, in a sense, nothing is unconsciousness in a sense, but you define it to be so because it's things that doesn't reveal themselves to you so much. That's why you are so afraid, and you bury them down there, and that's why you say, "I didn't prefer this to happen to my life, but it still happened," or this give me that meaning back, because it give you from the you say in your deeply more in your consciousness that something in there that you're afraid to look upon, that you have buried there, come out to your surface and play out in your reality.
That makes sense. But sometimes even those connections that are unconscious are not necessarily negative beliefs, but they're just
Doesn't
we
have to
don't.
be so, but a lot of time what you would define to be negative things is from that you would say to be unconscious state.
Okay. All right, I will move on to the next one. A person would like to know an affirmation and a comprehensive description of the intention to put forth before sleep for dream recall.
Well, it depends in some way the meaning from that. If you truly need to remember something from your dreams, you will remember that too. But you can also, before you go to sleep, you can do some quick meditation for 15 minutes or so and have an intention that you will have more dream recall. But you don't necessarily need to pay so much attention to it because you will get something from that if you truly need it, so to speak. But you can be more aware, as I said before, go into meditate state and do it for 50 minutes or so, and then you see what happens really. It might be more recall or not. It depends on your state, on the meaning from that, the purpose behind it too as well. Also, if you are ready to remember more to that about that as well. If you're not really ready to remember something from your dream, you won't remember that.
Okay.
So no matter if you put some, well, I will remember more about my content that I have been having with extraterrestrial being in a sense, but I never do. Because you are not ready yet to remember that. That's why it not plays out, come into your memories, that you can be more conscious about that. That's why they are in the unconscious buried state until you are truly ready to remembering more of that memories, experiences.
Okay.
But it can make you ready for that by doing meditation if you truly believe it to be so, because then you are more ready to integrate that with that state too, with those memories too, because you then want to have it, you will raise your frequency up more. But it depends really on the situation.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yes, makes sense. I was also wondering, I know your people woke up through lucid dreaming and you all woke up in the dream together.
Yes.
And we as a people, is it necessary to be really good at lucid dreaming in order to have the same type of awakening? Is that?
Yes, because you will become as we are, and also to really be fully human, be fully awake, is to be awake in your lucid state, in your dream state. You, as a species, have created right now to only believe it that you only are waking right now, that this is your wake state, but it's not. But you are evolving to that, to become awake in your dreams, to be more lucid in your dream. So you can, some way, from what shall we say, redefine your physical reality in your lucid, in your dreams. Because when you're dreaming, when you're going to sleep, you wake up, and from that you can define, organize your reality from that state there, so it can come into vicious in your physical reality.
Okay. I kind of find it easier to say when in my physical reality to tell myself that I'm dreaming. For some reason, I feel like that's easier. That lightens things up for me.
Yes, you're dreaming
Um,
right now.
yeah, that's what I tell myself.
So,
I had what?
so do we.
Hmm.
So you
So
want me to wake you up?
yeah, I do.
Wake up.
Okay,
Are you awake?
I'm dreaming.
Wake up.
I'm awake, as awake as I'm ready to be right now.
Are you truly awake?
Yeah. I guess I am. I
Well, you said that you want to be wake up.
yeah, yeah. Wake up.
Now I now wake you up.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, good. Having some fun with you. We love to play with you, humans.
Oh,
You are
we love to
very,
play with
very
you.
lovely and funny beings that we love to interact with in this way. So that's why we love to play some jokes with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Yes.
fun. Okay. Um, Someone is asking, how would you describe the relationship dynamics and intimate interactions within your race? She's talking about, or he is talking about, like you have so many lovers or something like that. And then, especially, how do you explain this to someone who's conservative or old-fashioned in our human population, I guess?
Well, we are all in one. We all love each other. We're all in one marriage. We are all one. So we don't really have separation. We don't really have, we could say, to be old-fashioned idea. But to understand too that in your world, to be so as we are, is that by loving yourself, first of all, by loving yourself, with also that you can also love everyone else too. And
Mm.
love is the key here to really, really, really be in one there. So we don't really have what you can say in that, oh, that person doesn't love me, that person didn't love me. No, we love everyone on our world.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have what we can say in full of hate or jealousness and so forth.
Yeah.
Not you
So
so, but you can learn from that by start to love yourself. Because by just loving yourself, first of all, you will also love everyone around you too. Because you are then in a loving state. So how
I
can
think,
you not love that person if you are on a lovingful state?
yeah, I agree
Does
with
that make
that.
sense for you?
I feel like she was talking about maybe the sexual aspect of it, or he, sorry, it's a man, lacking. People on our
No, we
world might
understand
see.
too. The challenge in front of you is not really English speaking, so that's why sometimes it can translate wrong on our end here.
Oh,
So you can repeat
okay.
that question again.
Uh-huh. That person was, I think he was defining love maybe in a sexual way, because he said that some people might see your civilization as being promiscuous or
What do you mean by that? We don't. That
promiscuous.
doesn't translate in our end here.
Oh, it just means like um
Define, please.
like if you were married to a lot of people
Yes.
here on earth, people would judge that and think that they were promiscuous. That's what it means, like having sexual relationships with a lot of people.
But
And
that is only a belief.
mhm.
So do the do you wonder if we have so?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that.
No, we don't have so. If
Oh.
individual on a world loves to have so,
Uh-huh.
but you don't have sex in the way you have it any longer. But for give you an example here, if that will be the case, no one will bother if that individual on a world should have a plenty of sex with a lot of people in the world. Because we understand that if the person wants to have so, it's a reason for that as well.
But you said no one really wants to do that, or do they?
We don't have sex in the way you have it, or sexual relationship as you have it with male and female. Does that make sense?
Oh, so it doesn't matter if you're male or female?
Well, we don't have sex.
But you have union.
We have sometimes sex, but we don't really have as much as you have right now. We use it in a different way. Does this make sense for you or not?
How do you use it?
Use sex?
Yeah, you said you use it in a different way.
Well, the idea here too, we have to explain for you this one. When you say to be go to a bed with someone, you have physical sex, yes?
Yes.
But we can have it on many, many different levels.
Okay. You don't even have to be close to the person.
No, we don't have to be close with the person. We can be millions of miles away and still have sex, but it will be, you could say, to be in astral level in some way form.
Mm-hmm.
But we can do also have physical sex also with the individual world, but it's very rare.
Oh, interesting. And you can have it.
Now?
What?
Does this make sense for you right now?
Yes. Yes, it does. And do you have it with many different kinds of aliens and other types of beings?
Yes.
And it's the result of it is sometimes hybrid beings, or is it other things?
With different species, hybrid, other beings as well. But it depends on our state of being as well. We do interacting with a lot of civilizations, and by doing so, we also have been having some close relationship with those beings.
Okay.
Does this make sense for you or not?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be just two beings together. It can be many.
Yes. You also have, what do you say to be a, what do you say? What do you call it?
Orgy?
Well, you said that we know that you also love to have sex with a lot of people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
3 people. 3 in a group. Is it so?
Uh-huh.
What do you call it?
A threesome.
Threesome, yes.
Yes.
But we can have 10-some.
Wow. And only that many?
What?
Only 10? You can't go higher?
We can go higher. If you want to be that sneaky, so.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Is this your excitement to talk about sexual origin?
It's intriguing. It's one of my excitements.
You humans love to have, so we understand it. You love to do so.
Yeah.
That's good. Nothing to be blamed about, worry about. It's a natural thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Continue with your questions, please.
All right. We'll go on to the next one.
Yes.
Okay. Someone was asking, how can I go back to the past to talk with my ones who have died? And what is really going on in the body after death? What's the oversoul, and what does it look like?
But who says that the dead ones go back to the past? It's an all updated idea when you said, well, how can I go back to my past, talk to my dead ones? Your dead ones, when they physical, so to speak, die, they don't go back into your past because everything is here and now. If so, they never do. When they die, they almost shift frequency to another level. Not so far away that you might think, but you have the belief in your mind, oh, they're so far away, they are so back in the past there. And by doing so, you limit yourself for having unconscious contact with your late ones. So what you can do there is that redefine your belief system about that and understand that they're not so far away as you might think. They're just on a slightly different frequency. If you start thinking about that, you can start to get more, you can be more on a similar frequency as they are, and you can be able to perceive them more and more. So that is one idea you can do, to be aware of the idea really what happens when they just speak die, that they don't go back to the past and they are so far away that you might think they're only right in front of your eye, but you can see them because you are on a different frequency. So you have to match that frequency to be able to perceive them into your state of being, into your reality. Or you could do meditation, and if so, talk to them out loud as if they were alive in your physical state. The reason why, again here, you think they are so far away because you have created within yourself. They're not far away. You create that within your consciousness that they are far away. But they're not. They're just in front of your eye. Just talk to them as if they were alive and see what happens.
Okay, thank you.
With you right now, and we are in different frequency also, but you cannot see us right now. We can be in your room and you can see us because we are different frequency. So are they, you late ones.
Okay.
Was this more with the question also, something about others?
Yeah. What does the oversoul look like? And
Look like?
yeah, does it have an appearance?
Yes, a consciousness.
Oh.
I mean, if you look beautiful, well, the idea with Oversoul is that you have to understand it from you have your being on earth is you, then you have your higher mind, you have your soul there, and Oversoul from you that you have what you're saying simultaneously incarnation from your Oversoul there with fingers. Your hand, the other fingers in a sense there. The soul, Oversoul is a hand, and life is the finger of that.
Wow.
So let me explain further too.
Okay.
When you say that, well, you're having a future self on another planet, both of you are on the same hand, but you are one finger at the same hand, and your future self is another finger from the same hand. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
So that is how you can understand it more, how it looks like in a sense.
Okay. I think she asked, I don't know if you might have already answered this one, but what she said, or he, sorry, what is really going on after the body death?
A lot of beautiful things. Well, I did too when being on your world, so to speak, physical die, when they come into spirit realm. They can do a lot of things at the same time because up there, as you say, to be in spirit world, you really are limited in space and time. So you can be everywhere at once. You can every experiences you might want to have, or you want to incarnate at that world, or you might want to have that experiences. You can do whatever you wish to do there. Because you are awake there, you are in your true form, in your true spirit form there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're dying, you're waking up, and then you remember that, well, I only have a really sort of weird dream. I was a human being. It was so weird. I have so much limitation. I have so much struggle. I have so much troubleness. What a crazy dream I have. But now I'm awake. Now I'm a true state here. So now I'm gonna do some fun here. So that can be one idea that you maybe want to, what you're going to think about when you are up there in the spiritual world.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was also wondering, where is your ship located? Are you in a scout ship somewhere over the earth?
Yes, I am in Sedona, but I will then move into Japan in about some of month on your time. Then I will be able, my ship will be in Japan later on, but right now in Sedona, because I am there with one of another first contact specialists, as you would be named Bashar. We are the two beings in some form that is helping balance out at that spot there.
Okay, so you're in the same ship with him right now?
Not the same ship. I in my ship and he is on his ship.
Oh, okay.
Because we are first contact specialists. We are in the same group. We have the same job.
Oh.
Let me explain this well too for all of you here. This will be in your future with this channeler a more expansion way, because I have made an agreement with Linus, the channeler in front of you, to do channeling on a daily basis. There will be more doors to open, and this will become more and more, so you can interacting with our species in the physical form.
Oh, that would be exciting.
There will be also soon in Sedona some physical contact with some beings there from the IL will be there, and also interacting with some of human beings there. It will happen soon.
Oh, good.
The Shalanaya.
Uh-huh. Wow. Any more information can you give us about that?
There are some thing more too that you will have more information upon later on, but right now you will only be aware of that right now, as the IL Shanaya, they will have some physical contact with some of you humans there soon.
Ooh, okay.
You may know who the person is. They maybe be your friends, maybe.
Oh.
But that people will be there. They will be there for a vacation trip, and then they will feel something there, and then they will have a close contact with the IL.
Wow, they will actually see their physical forms.
Yes, they will see their craft, but it will happen on a night time. So the IL will come in a smaller craft there, and those beings, human beings, they will be able to interact with them in Sedona, Arizona,
Uh-huh.
for
Wow.
a time.
Yeah.
And then they may be going to talk about that in your internet or so. But this will help also your Earth to be more ready for contact as well.
Wow. So what kinds of things are they going to be doing together? The Yael or the Shailanaya and the humans when they do interact physically?
They're going to be there. They're going to talk about the missing piece. The Yael will talk about them in much loving way. Those humans will come some tears from their eyes because they see this as a family. That's now is a meeting. I'm waiting for so long, but finally right now we can meet you. And it's for a family to family. The missing piece is finally in place.
Wow.
And then they will be able to go on board the craft and see more.
Wow, that time in Sedona.
In Sedona, yes.
Yes. Hmm. Okay.
There will also later on be more sightings on your world from the IL. Be soon, not from the IL, but will be what you can say to be a Pleiades sighting.
How will we tell the difference with the Pleiadian craft?
Well, you will feel in the sightings there, you will feel when the Pleiades do their sighting, you will feel that they are there because in the lights there, in the cushion, in the orb there, wherever this might light be, is a living consciousness in those lights, in those sightings there, and you will be able, if you are awake enough, you can be able to tell a difference between the Ayel or the Pleiades.
Okay. All right, I'll ask the next question. Someone was doing a moon meditation and a normal meditation. How are they different? And both, in her opinion, lead her to her highest frequency.
It's of course another permission slip here too. If you say so, if you create that difference between the earth meditation and the moon meditation, it will be a difference for you. But there are no difference in there really if you believe to be so. But of course, it differs energy might there from the moon and from the earth. But it depends really.
Okay. All right, I'll go to the next one. If everything is in the now, can you see your other vibrational incarnations? That's your
Yes.
future?
Well, you are always in the now. So if you weren't in the now, you wouldn't be able to see your other incarnations. If it truly was a future and a past, how could you be able to perceive something from your past or your future if it wasn't in the now? So if you truly are in now, you can see them.
So you can see them. You can see all of your incarnations.
Some of them, not all of them, because I know how to track all of them.
So whatever's relevant for you.
Whatever is relevant for me, I will know about that. It's not like that I'm sitting and planning and I want to make contact with 10 of other simultaneous incarnation. No, it comes up to me when it's a reason for that. Because we are always in our moment all the time. We do what we love to do, full of excitement, our passions and so forth. And sometimes, oh, now I get a new sensation or awareness of that being from that civilization that I am connected to. Can be so. Something like that we're sitting in awareness and meditation like that. Oh, now I will reach out to all of my simultaneous inclinations here and make contact with them. You don't live so right now.
Okay. Now, someone asked, what are your thoughts of how we kill animals in factories for food and of their suffering? And is it done the same way where you come from?
No, we don't kill our animals because we don't eat any longer. And even before, when we didn't eat meat at all. We eat vegetables when we did it. But how we see it on your world, how you treat your animals, it depends on the situation you're in, the state that you are in when you do so. If you are in a respectful way, do this because you respect the animal because and accept it, and you are blessing the animal because the animal give their life to you, so to speak. If you give it a positive meaning, the animal will feel that, and there will be a positive vibration when you're eating the animal as well. But suffering, your animal do know too that they are here to support in the sense there, and they know that they have higher awareness. So when someone is a bad true animal, treat them in a suffering way, they know that the human didn't know better. But sometimes the animal do feel sad about that, to why you don't understand better. So that is so really. But your animal do know why it's so, why they're here. So from their side, they're not really negative perspective about that. Because they are so aware why they are here, why you are doing this to them in a way, but to respect them and gratitude them for the gift they're giving you, they feel that. And by eating them, the food, or you said the meat there, it will be on a high vibration then, not on a low vibration. So they are teaching you, the animals that you eat, that you can be on high vibration too, in respect to how you will treat them.
Okay, so it's different than when, like, if we hurt a human here, that's different than when if we hurt an animal, or is it the same?
Well, your animals are aware when it's happening, but some of the human will be aware of that after when it's have occurred.
Okay.
Because your humans aren't really yet that so consciously aware of something like that, but your animals are.
Okay, so
That's
the
why
humans.
that's why you are. That's why you're still are bad to you yourself in your world, your species, to each other. If you did know better, if you have more and more awareness in yourself who you truly are, you would never hurt anyone.
Okay. All right, that I understand that. Now let's move on. Someone asks, what is your favorite thing about our planet, planet Earth, and what is your favorite thing about your planet?
The favorite thing about Earth?
Yes.
What a good question, actually. It's a lot of thing. If you was to say the favorite thing, we don't really have one thing because everything is favorite for us. We can say one thing, from my perspective, is that the favorite thing might be there that you have this thinking about the thought about that, oh, separation to each
Oh.
other, run away, or it might be there because you are so lovely beings, or it can be that, oh, you have the funny with the paradox.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot of things. But every of those things is also one favorite thing. Also, on my world,
Yes.
is that we are have the understanding that we are all in one, that we are all supportive with from the creation. You are that also, but you have this monkey mind
Ah.
that you don't believe that you are so worthy, powerful enough that you can be supportive from the creation itself, because you have so old-fashioned, updated belief system in your consciousness that makes you to believe that you are not worthy, but you are.
Yeah.
So why humans, how you create that? Well, I don't deserve that. Why do I deserve that? Because you are the one you are. You are from the creation. You are world because you exist. So why doesn't you deserve to have that if you exist? You're not here to do unworldly things because there are nothing unworldliness in the creation, because everything is worthiness, because it's from the creation, the one.
Okay. Um.
Does this make sense? Sounds good?
Yes. Yes, it
Or
does.
are you speaking in funny ways?
Well, I was just thinking that sometimes it appears that other people tell us that we might not be worthy. Is that, even though if we might feel that we are worthy for something?
But if someone tells that you are not worthy, why do you take that personally if you are worthy? If you know that you're worthy, why would you take it personally if someone tells you that you are worthy?
Well, like for example, with laws, you know,
Laws.
laws. If you really found it exciting to go maybe 56 miles an hour, one mile an hour over the speed limit,
Yes.
but the government says no.
Why do you think they will say no?
Well, because we have these laws that they tell us that that's against the law.
They? Why
You
do
will
you
go.
say they? Why do you say they?
It just appears to be sometimes we're separated in our.
Who's the government? Who's the government?
It is. I know it's us ultimately, but
But why do you say they if you know that you are your government?
well, why do we choose to impose these laws on us if our excitement tells us that we want to do something else?
It may not be your excitement then.
Mm.
If it truly is your excitement, what is stopping you really? If it truly is your excitement, you would find excuses really.
Mm.
But I don't tell here to break the law here. I'm not saying this, but I'm making you to understand really too what you are saying, how you define your language, your words.
Okay.
Because you make the instance, oh, there are the government, there they have check, they look for us. We should worship them. No, why give them the power from you when you are the one, when you are creation, when it is your reality, when you create your reality? Why will you let someone else create your reality if you can do it for yourself? Why will you let someone else create your reality if you have all the power to create your own? Don't give power away so they can create your reality.
Okay. That's.
So this will help you to create what you truly prefer, because you have that, oh, they comment up there, the laws here, they say that I can follow my excitement because of that. You can, by not giving your power away. Does this make sense?
Um, could you say that again? Just I'm
Does this
not
make
fully
sense?
understanding it yet. Because if they are us, we've
No, you
chosen.
are there, but you make the separation that they are the government. There are some people there that decide this. But if you create that, of course, you give them your power away. But if you want to have your power back, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
think about that. Well, I create my reality. Why would I let someone else create my reality, or let someone else decide in my life what I want to do when I have all the power to create what I prefer? Why are you so afraid of your own people, humans? You are so afraid. Afraid. You give your people there, you think that, oh, they have these amazing jobs, they are in the laws here, they are the government here. Why are you giving them the credit to?
Mm-hmm.
It's your world, your planet.
Yeah.
If you want
Okay.
to have better, if you want to have better economies, if you have free energy in a sense, well, decide that really. You are your own government. All of you decide. This is your world. Don't let them to ruin your world. It's not only their world, it's all of you's world.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How
Yeah.
can you come anywhere from this if you only for so long time think about that, oh, they are government, they decide this and that. You have to be thinking a little bit outside the box here
Mm-hmm.
if you truly want to have a change in your world. If everyone, every human being here should say, well, we are our own government, how can they respond back to them if every human being here was going against them? Which is stronger? The government is a government, or you?
Yeah. The people.
Yes, the people are stronger than the government. As you say, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Why are you so sneaky and you don't really understand really? But if you are there, see, the people are stronger than your government, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Why let other people ruin your life? Or this
Well.
was a wrong translation. It should be decide your life.
Uh-huh. Well, you take responsibility that you've chosen to have them in your reality for some
Yes,
reason.
you have, because you have created them also.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have change, create something new.
Okay. Um.
Yes.
Let's see. All right. I'm going to move on. Someone was asking about. I would like to know if the contents from Cleopatra's Alexandria library have been discovered, and if so, where is it?
Repeat, please.
I would like to know if the contents of from Cleopatra's Alexandria library have been discovered, and if so, where is it?
It has been discovering in other parallels in a sense. In the library there are some records from what we can say to be extraterrestrials, something about different technologies that can benefit your world in many ways. You will be aware more and more about that in this library there, what's going on, what has been kept there from your
Okay.
history, the universe.
Does it have information about ETs and aliens in there?
Yes,
Okay.
you have information about that, something about, we can say, anti-gravitation technologies, healing technologies that are from your ancient time,
Okay.
from the Anunnaki
Mm-hmm.
and other beings as well.
Okay. All right. Here's one. How can we time travel with our physical bodies into the future? Will there be a special device discovered in the upcoming years? Is there any
Are
other
you
way to do
speaking
that?
about your movie Back to the Future?
Yes.
That you can travel to your future or your past and change your past. Is that what the person is meaning?
That's what it looks like.
Well, you can only travel in your own timeline, in your own past and future. You cannot really change really the world out there, because when you truly make a change in yourself, you shift yourself to another world, to another earth.
Mm-hmm.
So about that, when you can build something device, really, you can always build in yourself, in your own consciousness, that you can travel from back to your past or to your future, really. How can you change the whole history in your past? When you change, if you truly change that true speak past, it's not the same past as you might think it is. It's a whole new history, a whole new reality, a whole new world, Earth.
So you can't really go back to the same one.
No, not in the way you mean it, because everything you say is here and now, as I say. But you can create the similar experience from that, but not really the basic that you truly go back to your true past.
Okay.
Well, time
well,
is an illusion also, so how can it be so if time is an illusion?
mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense, does it? How can you time traveling when time is an illusion?
Right. Yeah, that makes
Doesn't make
sense.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you can create more consciously, so you can say, in traveling in your own timelines, as I said, in your own path, future, in the same way there. But it's still in now too. If you truly travel to your past, it's still also in the now. The future and past is also illusion in your way of looking at this too.
Yeah. Okay, well, we did an hour now. Is that all you want to do, or should we do more questions?
How many have you left?
Let's see. 7.
All right. Well, we are good for now.
Okay. Here's one. Are unicorns real?
Okay, last one then.
Okay.
About these unicorns.
Okay.
Yes, what you say to be unicorns, they are real. They, well, of course, exist, but in a different dimension in the new physical world. Sometimes people have been observing unicorns in your physical dimension, but this happened very rarely, because when it's happened, the unicorns have shifted into your dimension. So that's why you can see them, but they do it very rarely. Sometimes they do, and that's why you can observe them. But they exist in different dimension. They come and go. They are like interdimensional travelers in a sense. They are also in some way cousin to your horses. So when you have horses, you can see them sometimes with your horses. Also, that you can go outside in the woods in the middle of the night, and you can do invitation to them, and then you can be able to perceive them into your consciousness. So yes.
Yes.
So yes, they are real. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So real that they can be.
What did you say? So real that what?
So real that they really can be.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right, humans. It was so pleasure to speak with you all. Honor to answer your wonderful questions in this way. So much love to all of you, gratitude to all of you from our civilization.
We send you our love and gratitude as well.
We send all of the creations gratitude to all of you.